Big news for you guys on the S&P 500. Is that going to change your outlook at all or the impact that Coinbase has?
Well, we're very happy to be included in the S&P 500. It now means that crypto is here to stay. It's going to be a part of everybody's 401k. It's a testament to the hard work of our employees and our investors. And it's a big appreciation to our customers, too, that helped us get to be one of the most trusted companies in America. And so we couldn't be happier.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it is official. Crypto and Coinbase will be exposed to everyone's 401k. About Coinbase. Coinbase is the custodian for all of the Bitcoin ETFs. Like, this is crazy. Ayo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Dre La Soul here with some more crypto news and crypto wisdom for your head top. So yes, it is official. Crypto and Coinbase will be exposed to everyone's 401k. Everyone's 401k will have crypto exposure. This is a game changer. Crypto is here to stay. It's solidified. It's cemented. It is minted, like we say in the blockchain world. And this is immutable. It can't be changed, and it won't be changed because crypto is here to stay. Coinbase is making a statement. Brian Armstrong is making a statement. And I've been saying this for years, for weeks, for months. I say it all the time. Crypto is the new frontier. It is the most disruptive technology in the world. It has been changing everything. It's been flipping everything upside down, right? You know, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin to money is like Uber to taxis, right? It's like Airbnb to the hotel industry, right? It's like, you know, CDs and Napster to streaming, right? It's a new technological advancement that is shaking up the world. It is shaking up all governments. It is shaking up all central banks. It is shaking up all banks, everything, just everything. Everything is getting shaken up, right? Coinbase stocks jumped 24% on this news. This is a milestone, right? It is going to be added to the S&P 500 index as of May 19th. So the S&P 500 index is an index that tracks the top 500 companies in the stock market. The Standard & Poor's 500 best stocks. And if any stock is lagging, if any stock is not pulling any weight, it gets taken out of that 500 and it gets replaced with another company that is putting up the numbers, right? And Coinbase has been putting up the numbers, and it is the first cryptocurrency, blockchain-based, crypto-based, DeFi-based, whatever you want to call it, the first to not only hit the stock market, but to be added to the S&P 500. And another cool fact about Coinbase. Coinbase is the custodian for all of the Bitcoin ETFs. Like, this is crazy. The Bitcoin ETFs, which are the vehicle or the investment tool that traditional finance, that regular finance people created so that they can get exposure to cryptocurrency and so that their customers and their client base can get exposure to cryptocurrency. The custodian of that Bitcoin that is dumped, or the money that is dumped into Bitcoin via those ETF vehicles, Fidelity, BlackRock, so on and so forth. Coinbase is the main custodian. I don't think that's registering. I don't think it's setting in. Like, just play this back and listen to me say it a million times and let it just sink in. Let it cement in, right? There's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever created, bro. We already created almost 19 million Bitcoin. There's not much left. And they're gobbling up Bitcoin like crazy. Do not be a no-coiner. Don't get left behind. But yes, again, Coinbase jumps 24% on news, you know, hitting a brand new milestone. Every 401k has exposure to the S&P 500. Now that Coinbase is going to be in the S&P 500, it's in that index, everyone's retirement funds will have exposure to the S&P 500, which I mentioned already. But because Coinbase is in the S&P, they will have exposure to crypto. So everyone will have exposure to crypto at the end of the day. This is a big deal, man. This is a big deal. And one of the best investments right now And again, not financial advice. If you're too scared of the crypto market because it's volatile, the best way to play the crypto market is to either jump into the Coinbase stock or jump into MicroStrategy or something that is like a proxy for the crypto market, but on, the traditional rails, the stock market rails, right? And what have you. But yeah, this is a big deal for Coinbase. It's a big deal for all the cryptocurrency. Coinbase is like that coin or that, martyr for the entire crypto space because they're falling on the sword for a lot of things when it comes to like regulation, when it comes to the SEC, when it comes to a lot, right? They are making the rules, setting the foundation, setting the standards, and setting the bar, right? So shout out to Coinbase, shout out to Brian Armstrong and that whole team. Now, talking about companies being invested in cryptocurrency, 5 companies invested $3 billion into Bitcoin within just the last few days. We're not even going to talk about the beginning of this year. We're just going to talk about the last couple of days. Strategy, which is MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, this insane dude that's just been buying up Bitcoin like crazy. They invested $1.34 billion. Nakamoto invested $710 million. Metaplanet invested $200 million. GD Culture invested $300 million. 21 invested $458 million. And you got companies like Nvidia talking about investing in the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. You even had GameStop talking about they're going to put their reserves into Bitcoin. Like, the world is changing and everyone's waking up and seeing that this scarce asset, the new form of gold, the new digital gold, which is transparent, it has no middleman, so there's no party that owns Bitcoin. Did you know that everyone can own Bitcoin, but no one owns Bitcoin, right? So everyone can have a piece of the Bitcoin network, but no one is the owner that makes the rules for the Bitcoin network. So no one owns it, but everyone can own it, right? And those are the top 5 companies that have been investing like crazy. And Strategy, man, that dude Michael Saylor, bro, he's been investing like crazy. I wish I had the bird like him to just put the money up. But yeah, it's a good time to be alive. So the bull market is in full effect, right? And I don't want y'all to get shaken out. I don't want y'all to miss out. Don't play the sidelines. This is the time to be in the market. It's not financial advice, but find a good point. When the market turns red for a little bit, make that your reason to jump in because it's on a discount. It's a Black Friday sale. Think of it like that because we're in the middle of a bull market. So any little pullback is going to be beneficial and life-changing, right? So the areas that are popping that you should invest all your energy and time into and research, because I need you to do your own research. Dior. We ain't talking about Christian Dior. We're talking about do your own research. Dior, right? Look into RWAs, real world assets. BlackRock, Larry Fink has been talking about this for days, for weeks, for months, and maybe even a couple of years at this point. You got crypto, blockchain gaming, with the hype with GTA, we got the hype of off the grid. There's a lot of things coming as far as crypto, as far as NFTs, as far as game assets, as far as the whole gaming industry. You got big AAA platforms like Activision and Ubisoft coming into this space, and they're making things happen. Then you got DeFi, decentralized finance, which is always going to be a thing, but keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on DePIN, which is decentralized physical infrastructure network. So think of smart cities, the Internet of Things, sharing compute power, sharing mobile 5G data power, and getting paid out for that, getting paid out for mapping the world and things like that. So pay attention to those projects. So we got DeFi, you got DePIN, you got crypto gaming, you got RWA, you got the smart contract platforms, which allow a lot of this stuff to happen, which will be your Ethereums, your Solanas, your Swees, your Avalanches, and you got some new nimble ones. And you even got the ISO 222 coins like your XRPs, your Algorands, your HBARs, your XLM Stellars, and so on and so forth. But one of the most anticipated categories, niches, or narratives for the crypto market and for this crypto bull run is, of course, none other than artificial intelligence, AI. So make sure you do your research on AI and crypto. AI agents. It's changing the world. It's changing the game. You got platforms like BitTensor. You got platforms like Super Intelligence Artificial Token, which is FET. You got platforms like Destra Network. You got Parallel AI, Neural AI, Hash AI, 0x0. There's so many. I can just keep naming them on and on. Tars AI, Sylvie AI. There's so many, right? Verticals, AI XPT, AI 16Z, Fart Coin even, which is like a meme coin and an AI coin as well. Pay attention to those spaces. And then before we go, we're just gonna end it with this, because this is how the bull market works, right? There's a flow of money. There's a money cycle in the crypto market. Money goes into Bitcoin. So part one, Bitcoin pumps, and it pumps so hard that it gets mistaken as a shitcoin, right? And shout out to Lady of Crypto for breaking this down. Then you got part two, which follows the flow of the money. Money goes from Bitcoin. Once people make those profits, they put the money into Ethereum. Ethereum starts to pump alongside, and it reaches all-time highs faster than you could even imagine, right? And we're in this stage right now. Then next, people take those profits and they put it into other smaller market caps, so like the large market cap, mid market cap, and then it gets to the spicy coins, right? I like to call them spicy because they could burn you real quick and they pop. So you gotta be in and out, you feel me? Now, next is the capital rotates into high cap cryptocurrencies, so like the top 20, maybe even top 30. Those start to pump hard, and that's coming soon. Now, this is where the fun starts, and this is where you got to be very cautious and take your time and know when to not be greedy. This is where the fun starts. So this is when capital rotates from the high caps, the mid caps, and it goes into the low caps, aka the shit coins, the spicy coins, and they start printing ridiculous returns, like people becoming millionaires overnight, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds from $1, all that shit. That is the anatomy of the bull run. So we're barely at part two, but it's gonna get much crazier. People are gonna get insane. People are gonna be glued to their phones like this, looking at the charts. But make sure you take your profits, make sure you do your research, and make sure you tap in with us for more crypto news and crypto wisdom for your head top. It's your boy Dre La Soul. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, and we out.